Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine. The time to say yes to your dreams and aspirations is here.
Do you like much about being into advertising?
I like it because it's a it's a pseudo entertainment kind of business. So there's a way you do it. There's a point of success you get to, and then you're like a mini celebrity. It's interesting. But I mean, if I'm coming in or going out of the airport, you see people are coming. Oh, the immigration officer said, "Mr. Babaeko, welcome back." Then somehow they just recognize you and they know you. That's good. But the most exciting thing for me is being able to just see a brand that starts, even whether it's brand new or a brand going through a journey, and we come to the picture and we nurture this brand and help and support the client to the point where we move that brand from point A to point D or point E. There's nothing more gratifying than that. I think that's what excites me the most.
So what don't you like about playing in the advertising sector?
It's very hard not to like my business, because this business I probably would do it for free if I wasn't getting paid for it. I just would like to see more agency people run better business. We're not necessarily the best business people. We enjoy what we do, that sometimes we get carried away by forgetting that this is a business as well. So I think we need to be tougher in being able to take tough business decisions, which at some few times we've had to take some of those tough business decisions to keep the business going.
Alright. I need us to swap position now.
Sure.
Let us imagine that I, as well as I'm a client.
Yeah.
No, or you, a client. You have a brief that you want to give to an agency, and you're told this brief, don't give it to Extreme. Which other agency would you like? Would you comfortably give that brief to, other than Extreme? Yes.
Are there other agencies? I mean, I'm just saying. I'm not sure. I'm just asking. I'm not sure that there are other agencies around, so I'll say Extreme still remains my choice.
Alright, so what is the greatest thing that playing in this sector has done for you?
Just being able to help me bring some of my craziest ideas to the table.
Okay.
You know, I love that. And you know, people underestimate the power of advertising in that sector. You know, when advertising fully functions and delivers, it helps certain clients, it helps all the clients we work for to grow their business.
Okay.
And when the clients grow their business, they hire more people. When they hire more people, they grow more profit. When they grow more profit, the economy of the nation booms. So look at the macro effect. We are operating out of this small room in Obabi, but look at the big macro effect that we now. It's about national survival and the economics. So it's not joke. It's not more business. This goes to the heart of the enterprise of a nation.
Okay. All right. So what has advertising not done for you?
Very few, because I think I was ascribe to most of the things that I've achieved in my adult life is always about advertising. It's been advertising.
There's no specific one that you still wanting to do for it that hasn't done.
Honestly, I think I've been blessed in this business. I feel very privileged and fortunate to have made some of the right choices, and I think I'm really comfortable where we are.
All right, now let's look at Extreme Ideas. What necessitated its being formed? What triggered it?
I'd worked for other agencies in the cumulative of about 17 years.
Okay.
I felt I'd learned the ropes, and you know, it gets funny when sometimes you get old to a certain age, like 40, and then you start to think of posterity. Okay, now I'm working, I'm getting my salary, so is that it? What else are we going to leave as legacy that when people are talking about it in the industry, your name will become a recurring decimal, and that was another issue. And then plus, in the last agency I worked, I was creative director. I was like the de facto number 2 person. So you had ideas that people didn't want to accept because those ideas seemed a little too radical. So I just felt that, look, you know what, instead of sitting down here and complaining and bemoaning my inability to make things happen, just like the man who set up that company that he has hired you, get off your lazy butt and go and do the same thing. I mean, you have to go out there and seize the gauntlet and just do something and take a chance. So it was just time to take that chance and take that plunge.
All right. What would you say separates Extreme Ideas from the other agencies that we have around?
A lot, because I mean, we're just Extreme Ideas, and the other agencies are just other agencies. You know what I mean? So it's a lot. I mean, the way we think, the way we just I'll give you just a small example. Recently, we lost one of our colleagues here. She had an accident and fell into the canal on the rainy day. And then, of course, the management was saying, how do we support the family in this very tragic situation? And how do we also support our team here? So we brought in 2 grief counselors, 2 psychologists. They were here for like almost 2-3 days. Anybody who was feeling down and feeling and grieving had the opportunity to talk to a professional that will help you get out of the grief. So one of our colleagues came to tell me that he got home and told his uncle that they brought grief counselors to our office. And, are you sure that this your company is a Nigerian company? So it's the way we think. If you go to the back, you will see a fully equipped clinic there where we have a professional nurse on standby. And in medical emergencies, somebody to stabilize you before we get to the hospital and all of that. The gaming arcade here, the bar, the restaurant. We think differently. It's just that, and you won't find that in most of the agencies, I can assure you.
Alright. What would you describe as the costliest mistake that most people in your sector make?
You think, if I just go and just set up, the business will come. Big mistake. I've seen people lose their pants or lose their briefs, no pun intended, just trying to do that. If I just go and set up, the whole thing about, let me just set up and I put up an Instagram page to say I know how to run an agency, the business will start coming. Big mistake. Second big mistake is, I have one person who works on the inside of a client's business and they have given me that business. Things change. 6 months down the line, your guy can get fired. If you don't have a reputation and you don't have a pedigree and you're not hungry, you still won't succeed. It's just what it is.
Alright. In your sector also, some people attain success, but they find it difficult to sustain it.
Yeah.
Where do they use it?
Once it starts to get into your head, pride, arrogance, and it's not just in our sector alone. If you look at football, the way I see it, you see a young Nigerian footballer that just finally broken into the national team. He scores 1 or 2 goals. For him, he's an Igwe. If he has his way, when he's going to play the next match, they should put a bead around his neck and give him a walking stick, let him walk majestically into the field. Meanwhile, you find a Lionel Messi who has been playing top flight football for maybe the past 18 to 20 years. Every weekend he gets onto that field. He's playing like he's begging, looking for a scout to come and discover his talent and give him a contract. And these are the richest footballers in the world. It's the same thing. Once you allow the pride of success get into your head, you're finished. Because I always tell my colleagues, in this business, you never arrive. You never arrive. We're still hungry. Here, you can see, there are some agencies where you go, if you're not the managing director, you cannot call out managing director. I'm mind stupid. Anybody can come. What we run here is the equivalent of a restaurant. When you're running the restaurant, you don't pick your customers. They walk in, whether they are short, tall, fat, ugly, poor, rich, you serve them with good service. And that's what I believe in. So the moment you start to feel like you've arrived, you will lose it.
When did you come to the realization of the fact that the extreme ideas will succeed? And what made you come to that conclusion?
To be honest, if you have a wife like I do, a beautiful wife like I do, and you have the great children God has blessed me with, you have the choice not to succeed. Yeah, you know they have to. They have to eat. You pay school fees. Is it that success or give your success or give me death? There's no choice. There's no other way to go. So I had no choice. I mean, you never know whether something is good or succeed. But then if you never try, you will never find out. Okay. So we could have just said, oh, there's this idea, extreme ideas. We just build the advertising agency like this. And maybe they even increase my salary with 20,000 naira from the last place that I was. And I said, okay, you know what? Yeah. Devil, you know,
it's better
than
the
angel you don't know. And then you sit down there, and then see, God has designed that we're going to get here.
Yeah.
But how do you know? There's no assurance. There's no guarantee anyway. So you do what generation of entrepreneurs and businessmen have done all this since the dawn of creation. Go out there and take a chance.